We started issuing in 2013 with $500 million, and now we have increased our supply to the market. To ensure liquidity, so you have to ensure that you have enough tangibility assets, as we discussed, which we have, but also you need to ensure enough supply. So throughout the past 9 to 10 years, we have increased the supply. To increase the supply, you need to have enough assets on the portfolio. And as we were talking about tangibility asset, and the particular constraint we have in terms of funding requirement, we fund only sovereign linked or supranationals. And one of your questions, brother from Bank Indonesia, about the cost of complying with AOF is when you deal with sovereign, they have a kind of limited possibilities in terms of pledging tangible assets, like buildings or lands, for instance. So even though it's asset-based, kind of private placement, you still have beneficial ownership that you need to give us as a lender. And some sovereign have some restrictions in terms of doing that. So you have a limitation in terms of tangible assets available, but you have limitation in what is allowed or not. So that's why we've been growing, but at, I would say, a slower pace. So now we are a $4 billion program, $3.5 billion outstanding, and it allows us to issue every month in the market now. When you issue every month, when you want to, you become a frequent issuer, you want to make sure that you offer benchmark size. So we issue 3 tenors regularly, and around $1.2, $1.3 billion. So it gives the confidence to investors that we're going to come every month in the market. If they need liquidity, they can sell the IILM Sukuk before maturity, because they know we're going to come at primary market very soon. So last year was the first year ever that we managed to offer 3 different tenors every month with a decent benchmark size. So going forward, our target is to reach the maximum capacity of the program, reaching $4 billion. So we can continue to offer decent benchmark size on a monthly basis. We can also increase the frequency of our issuances to address really liquidity needs. I mean, liquidity management is not a monthly basis, it's on a daily basis, basically. We're not thinking about issuing overnight yet, but at least why not increasing our frequency? But again, we are demand-driven, so it will depend on the market and the banks if they are in need of this kind of liquidity management solutions on a more frequent basis. And I think is to revert to the AOF is the same kind of, it should be demand-driven. So if the demand is there, investors are okay, and you need to have this kind of Sukuk investors, like for example, UAE is 60% of the GCC investors in the Sukuk market, then Sukuk issuer, we have to address this demand.